Crypto Keo here, giving you a little prediction on what's going on with Bitcoin. Um, I subscribe to this YouTuber. He does a lot of trading, not just for Bitcoin but for different stocks. And I'm not gonna say too much about it, so that you'll be able to, pause and rewind and look at these charts and look at the candles and everything like that. And I'll show you um, uh, these predictions on where Bitcoin is headed, why is it doing what it's doing, and what you will see in the future, based on these charts. So I'm going to start the video right now.
I'll be explaining to you why I think Bitcoin is stuck in a kill zone. Now, let's take a look at the Bitcoin market. In a separate video, in fact, in the previous video that I posted, which was labeled "The Next Big Move in Bitcoin is Setting Up Now," here's what I said in that video. Firstly, I mentioned that the RSI, the Relative Strength Index, as shown to you here, was overbought. And whenever RSI becomes overbought, it means that the markets are overdue for a short-term pullback, or indeed any upside is limited. It does not mean markets cannot go higher. Yes, they can, but it is giving you a warning of an imminent pullback in the market, in the price. So that is why I give a warning about a potential pullback in the price of Bitcoin down to the 21 moving average. I also mentioned this level here, which is resistance on Bitcoin, which is held, by the way, as well. So let's take a look at the price of Bitcoin here, and you will see, if I just bring this chart a bit closer, so you will see that we had that bounce in the price of Bitcoin, hit resistance. Why is that resistance? Because that is the previous highs we formed on Bitcoin right there, and you can see that held Bitcoin very nicely, as a matter of fact. And you can see Bitcoin has recoiled. In fact, price got rejected from that level. And as resistance acted almost like a ceiling, a temporary ceiling on Bitcoin prices, you can see we also had weakness coming through, pushing it down to the 21 average. And currently, in fact, we're sitting on that 100 daily moving average, that brown gold line you can see on my chart. By the way, let's just quickly recap here. You can see the RSI acted brilliantly as an overbought signal here. You can see that pullback came immediately afterwards. And in fact, this RSI indicator has also been very useful to us when prices were falling, as you can see right there, when it hit the oversold levels here. And then we saw quickly, and within a few days, the markets rebounded and went the opposite way from the green 200 moving average. Now, let's continue here. Price of Bitcoin right now is stuck in what we call a kill zone. A kill zone is when price is stuck between strong resistance and strong support. Okay? So we can call this now, this area here, the kill zone. All right? Now, one very important thing about this pullback that you see here is, to me, it looks corrective, not impulsive. Now, let me explain the difference between the two. So, take a look at this chart, courtesy of stockcharts.com. The difference between impulsive and corrective waves or moves is actually quite important to understand. You see, market movements can be distinguished either by deliberate or what we call impulsive moves, like the ones you see on waves 1 and 3 and 5, or corrective waves. Corrective waves, as the name suggests, are mere corrections or retracements to the previous moves that occurred before them. So this wave 4 is a correction, a retracement to the previous impulsive move that happened before it. Let me just give you a quick example of this on an actual Bitcoin chart. Take a look at what happened in July of last year. You see the market Bitcoin plunged into this 100 moving average, as you can see right there. Look what happened next. We see an immediate rally, and then followed by this corrective move. Notice what happens next. You see this series of bars right there, a tight 3-bar movement into this 21 moving average, followed by a rally higher, and then of course another correction to that, as you can see by these two movements, and then finally stronger movement higher. Let me show you just one more over here. Back in September of last year, price here moves into the 100 moving average, strong bounce, as you can see here, then followed by a tight correction, and then followed by a much more stronger rally, again followed by a correction, and then another rally higher. So what we're seeing here at the moment is something very similar to that. We're seeing that strong impulsive move higher, strong rally, followed by a tight correction. So theoretically, that means whenever you see a pattern like this, a big move or an impulsive move, then the next important movement you should watch out for is a series of tight and sometimes clean movements, usually into a 21 moving average. Let me just draw that too. So often what will happen here is that you might see a 21 moving average, a cyan blue line you see there, and then usually price holds that level, and then you see another rally higher. So the way this pattern is looking right now on the chart of Bitcoin, and the way this clean, tight correction is forming here on this previous rally on Bitcoin, suggests that as long as we can hold these lows, as long as we can hold above 9,200, that we could potentially see another rally higher above resistance. So in a nutshell, Bitcoin prices are currently stuck in this kill zone. Again, resistance, previous highs, and support, the 100 daily average, and indeed the weekly 21 EMA on the higher time frame. So Bitcoin at the moment has a very simple decision to make. Either Bitcoin can decide to break to the upside of this kill zone, in which case that could mean higher levels towards 14,000, or it could decide to break to the downside. If it certainly moves and closes below 9,200, we could see movements into 8,000 on Bitcoin as the next strong level of support. In case you're wondering why 8,000, let me just show you that. There's a tool on most charts called Fibonacci, which is a statistical tool. What you can do is just draw that from the lows to the highs. And what you'll see here on this Fibonacci tool are the retracement levels. And the key retracement levels you want to pay attention to are the 38.2% retrace and the 61.8% retrace. These are very important levels shown to us by Fibonacci. And this level here, the 61.8% retrace, also called the golden ratio, is going to be the next important level of support if Bitcoin does not hold. If Bitcoin does not hold the support level and continues to drop, that's going to be the next level of support near the 8,000 level or 8,200 level. All right, guys, I want to thank you for...
So there you go. This is I'm gonna leave a link for his YouTube channel. If you guys would like to subscribe to him, you can. I think the information that he has, yeah, you have to take a little bit, especially if you don't know how to read charts. Take a look at it and kind of digest what he's saying. But it's showing you that in every single trend, even he goes back to 2017 when it did the same thing. It has this pattern that goes it goes higher, and then when it's overbought, it almost self-regulates itself, and then it comes back up again. Again, I'm gonna leave a link so that you'll be able, if you're interested, to subscribe to this channel and receive his videos, which are very informative, and they'll kind of give you a heads up on your investment. Again, this is Crypto Kyo. Like, subscribe, share this video, and I will definitely see you in the next video.